Okay, Coach, this storied franchise in Dallas and their fans are hungry and hopeful to add another championship banner in the rafters as we settle in for some playoff football at AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go! Come on, set. 60 outlaw. 54. Yeah. You don't want to go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
8-3. 6-6. Pull it high. Check 43.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lindsey letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Hit it.
On 3rd down, Lindsey. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Kill. X3. 218. Chop. Watch the shot. Get it.
Now it's Smith running right, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Bristol, travel. Tight go. Clear. Shoot.
On third down, Smith. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Johnson. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Break. Pilot, 64, weak. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, echo. 54, Mike, 54. Ready.
On 3rd and 2, Lindsey. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Give him 6 yards in the first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Right there, 54, right there. Hey, seam 6. Check tight. Check up.
To throw on 2nd down. Lindsey looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 76 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
58, come on. I got you, son. I got you, son. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Protein spill.
Shit. 49, check 49, check 49. Check 31, check 31. Showing it, showing it.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Double dog, that's the way.
Kill. 6-6, pull it high.
58, boy, 58, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
25, check 25, check 25. 80 weapon.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Undercut. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Buzz.
Check.
Snap.
They're going to try and throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
218, chop.
Pick it up. Kill. Check.
Bravo. Yes. Get it.
Throwing to start the drive. Lindsey. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
You ready?
54. Mike 50.
Greystone, Travis.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Safe.
Go.
Watch the whip.
Shoot.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
General West. Fire.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Ito Smith. And some room to run now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Set, 8, read. You must be dreaming. Jim, 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 Jim. The mic. What up?
They keep it with Smith on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The ball comes out.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Got one. I got one.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Delta.
Check 15. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Topper, topper.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Pick me up. Here we go. Check nickel.
HOR.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Lindsey. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Miles Boykin, 58 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Marr now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7, Jalen Smith. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Looking to throw. Hankins got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Hankins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not.
Johnson, it's poke free. Football's out. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Hankins. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin to... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
On the ready. 45 to Mike. You 6'6", pull it high. You better be afraid of me. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Check 9, check 9.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
80 weapon.
Touchdown, defense.
Slam, slam.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Set. 60 outlaw. Blue draw quarter.
Looking to throw. Lindsey looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. Operating from the gun. Lindsey got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Marr able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Switch.
Off play action. Hankins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Hankins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Hankins. And the pressure gets to him again. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more.
They've got his man complete. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 75 yards, and the Falcons get a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays. But the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, and when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe-bashed.
I don't know about that.
Toe-bashed.
Super tough.
2nd and 5. He'll let it fly for Austin. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lindsey. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Come on, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
58's the money. Rock it. Get that quarterback.
Looking to throw. Hankins under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jalen Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, Echo. 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. The 40, the 30, the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Smith trying to run for it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Shift. 80 weapons. We got double up. Hey, wahoo! Get it.
Back to throw. Hankins, flush to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hankins escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Bullock's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Blue draw Corker.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This to Jarwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Watch the run.
Ready.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, high 7.
Operating from the gun, Lindsey. He's got the connection to Cooper. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body, getting to him before he can get started.
Five.
It's going to be a long day on this.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lindsey, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Watch the eye. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check 52.
General West.
He's crashing.
Look at me. Door. Lee Griffin.
Here's Johnson. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the set.
Right there. 54 Mike. Right here.
Here's Edwards. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch now.
To throw on second down. Lindsey, and the catch made by Johnson. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
We ain't giving up nothing. Fair.
On 1st and 10, Hankins. This one caught by Ridley. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Delta. Yep.
Mike 5-4.
I got him. Ready.
2nd and 4.
Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before.
Get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
And now he'll tuck it and run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it.
From the gun, Hankins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
It's our time.
Check 13. 61. Matchbox lights.
Looking to throw. Hankins. And he's going to go down again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Hankins. He completes this to Russell Gage. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Hey, Haywood.
On 4th down, Hankins. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
45 the mic. Coming to you, coming to you. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Check.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here we go. Hey, Alpha. 3.
Throwing on first down. Hankins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Looking to throw. Hankins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
58.
On fourth down, Hankins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a run with Edwards. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.